Hey, how's it going, guys? Back at you with another Peak of Combat video. Today we're doing Gunslinger, and very, very ironic and funny because after they took away Devilbringer's ability to loop his skill, it's very funny and ironic that Gunslinger actually has a loop himself using the rocket launcher. So it's pretty humorous. Instead of the style skill being looped, it's actually his basic attack being looped this time. So it's like he does. Let me see here. So yeah. So basically, when you hold down the basic attack button with his rocket launcher out, he's going to charge up. He has 2 stages to this charge, but if you time the animations correctly, you can keep spamming the first charge over and over again at an irregular interval, which is very similar to EJ's PJC timing and almost identical to DB's button timing for his looping. So if you're already good at the timing with DB before they nerfed it, if you're good at the timing with EJ, this should be no problem. And the same as my last guide videos, I have it in my video editor here, so I will do my best to try to explain the timing and kind of what to look for or listen for. So first, I'm just going to kind of show it in action, and then I'll slow it down and kind of break it down for you guys. So let's just have a look at what exactly it looks like. So as you can see, he doesn't really finish his animation, but you're able to basically just keep launching these rockets over and over and over again. It's pretty awesome. Now, the damage isn't crazy, but I have a base level Gunslinger in this video. He's basically completely untouched, so I can only imagine how much damage he'd do at max rank with a 4-star exclusive weapon. Okay, so let's go back here. So what you gotta do is you gotta obviously hold the basic attack button down till you reach the first charge, and you can kind of see that here. So notice you hear that kind of exhaust pop. That's first level. So once you hit that, you just release. Notice the tip of his rocket launcher right up here. I noticed that for the first, you got to kind of get the loop going. So for the first time, you got to basically wait for the tip of the rocket launcher to drop down. And now you can press again. But the issue is, well, okay, how do I explain this here? So so you're going to hold square to charge it to the first level. You're going to let go. Right after you let go of square, hold the square button down again pretty much right now. So I'd say when his rocket launcher is up in the air like that, hold square again. So basically you're holding square to charge to the first level, you let go, and then hold square again right afterwards while his gun is kind of in this position. The moment you're going to let go is once the tip of the rocket launcher drops down pretty much right here. Now you're going to let go again. Notice how once I let go, the rockets start flying again. So once you let go there, you now hold the button again right afterwards. Notice how the rocket launcher comes back up. So you should be holding square again at this point. And then once it drops kind of back down, you let go again. It's pretty much that simple. So it's once you kind of figure out the timing, you don't really need the visual cues, but I'm just going to let it run again now that I've explained how to do it, so you can kind of see that there's a rhythm to it. Again, very similar to how DB's was done, very similar to how EJ's is done. So basically, you're just holding, letting go, holding, letting go, holding, letting go. And that's it. So again, I would love to see the full potential of this in action from a maxed out gunslinger, someone with a 4-star weapon, someone with a max rank. I would love to see what kind of output that can do eventually, especially with the actions of Nebula Joy nerfing DB recently. We can definitely expect this to eventually get fixed, because obviously they consider things like this as unintentional. So I mean, they're just brain dead over there. So who knows how long this is going to be available to us, but it's just kind of cool. And yeah, if it does some nutty damage, that's going to be hilarious. So yeah, just wanted to make a quick video on this, kind of show you guys how easy it is to pull off. Very simple, and I honestly think that this is going to be the go-to move for a lot of people who plan to keep their gunslinger at like base S rank. For people who max out their gunslinger based on my other video, I'll link below in the description, of the breakdown and analysis of Gunslinger. We went through his perks and his passives, and I think for people who heavily invest in Gunslinger, they're going to probably want to do some different moves with Gunslinger to build up his many stacks that he has with his different weapons. And then pretty much you're going to be just popping off nukes, because it looks like that does a shit ton of damage and it gets a bunch of buffs from all the stacks that are applied. So the game might operate differently with a maxed out Gunslinger for sure, but I think for people like me who are probably going to just keep Gunslinger at a base S rank, this is probably your best and most effective move, because you don't really get all those stacks and benefits from a base character, or this character. So just spamming the rockets like this is probably gonna be the go-to move. And honestly, it kind of echoes back to my trailer analysis video, where I doubled down on the fact that this game just doesn't really, they try to do different things, like have 3 different weapons and the 3 different weapons do different things, but at the end of the day, every character ends up just spamming like their best move, and then they swap out to another hunter. So it's what shit always boils down to in this game. So take it as it is. Don't bank on this being around forever based on recent actions from Nebula Joy. Just want to, remind you guys of that, once again. So, okay. I'm going to end this video here. I got some other guide videos on the way. I will see you guys over there.